Thank you. So before I start, I thought, you know, you're hearing all these talks, you probably would like a refreshment. At the same time, you want to keep your hands free to be able to give them your business card or handshakes. I think this is perfect for you, right? Great. This might sound strange to do, but we do it all the time. We offer people products and services that we think people need and want, but actually it doesn't even fit their needs. So let me take this one. And to us, to Innovation Booster, that is innovation. You know, developing products and services people actually want. It's about anything that is new in the right time and place. So it's not necessarily technology. Technology is just a means to an end. It's about being customer-centric. Okay, a different example. Let's start with validating some pains, some needs. Imagine going from A to B, from home to work. Imagine no traffic, no parking issues, 0 fuel costs, and to travel in an eco-friendly way.
That's only on the moon.
Sounds good, right?
That's only on the moon, perhaps.
Well, I have this solution that solves all these problems. It's a Segway. Want to buy one?
Not me.
Probably not, right? No. And when the Segway was developed in 2002, they thought it would disrupt personal transportation. They called it Walking 2.0. They expected 10,000 sales in the first week, but sold only 20,000 in the first 4 years. So what went wrong? Okay, so they overlooked this crucial aspect of innovation, and that is to really fit the solution. Because transportation has more meaning than getting from A to B. For example, your car is also a status symbol. Your bike keeps you healthy, and it shows your active lifestyle. And a Segway, well, it just makes you look ridiculous. So they went back to the drawing table and thought, okay, who doesn't care to look ridiculous? So they came up with a group that already looks ridiculous, the tourists. And another group that didn't care is the ones that said, okay, if you increase my life expectancy or my security in my job, then I really don't care. So the Korean Special Forces were another target audience that fit the solution. Okay, so what can we learn from this example? Because what happened here is example number 1. It's like, okay, when you develop a new product and service, what Segway did and what most companies do is they develop a product until it's perfect, then they launch it in the market, and then they test market response. Well, back in 2012, Innovation Booster developed a methodology based on Lean Startup, Design Thinking, Agile, and Scrum to do that in a different way. So what we do is we develop first a better understanding of the customer needs. Then we find a solution that fits. We test the solution. We go back, we add and extract features. We test that again. And then we find the right channel, the right price. And in that way, you have a success guarantee. But more importantly, you're testing before you're investing. And this is a crucial aspect of also the mission of Innovation Booster in Greece. Because what we do is we empower companies to grow through innovation. And in Greece, we do that specifically to teach people how to do that even in times of crisis. So what have we done so far? We've worked with more than 80 large companies throughout Europe. Companies like ING, Hellenic, FedEx, but also here in Greece with Inter-American and Eurobank. And we've been working with them on business innovation, but also on transformation. And I would like to zoom in on an example just to give you an idea of how that works. So for an insurance company in Greece, we've helped them to develop, together we developed an award-winning innovation program. And there also telematics was in our program last year. And it's great to see how things are developing, and it's starting from employee ideas and empowering them. But I want to zoom in on a different example where we said, okay, what was the aim? Well, first of all, we wanted to have a proof of concept. So it took us 8 weeks, 500 euros, to have a validated proposition. The first 100 leads or signed up interested customers, and a real-time business case. So based on the data we developed during our experiments, we knew if there is a market. So because it looked quite promising, we said, let's scale it up. Let's create an MVP in the market. So in the next phase, we used 16 weeks, 3,000 euros, to develop 2 products with a 56,000 in revenue gained and 1,000 leads with a 6 million value in the first year.
That was something that was run in a company with what kind of size?
Yeah, so
it was a large company, right?
Yes, and this is one specific team. So it's 5 team members acting like a startup within the company.
Within the company,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and in this case, it was a product that was both a new market and a new product. So there are a lot of unknown assumptions that need to be tested. So that's why this methodology is then more valuable, because you de-risk your product development. As you can see, we get results really fast. We're good at that. But we don't focus only on business. We focus also a lot on people. So the transformation part is an important aspect. And after 1 year of collaboration, developing a tailor-made embedded innovation process, educating 160 employees and 10 empowered coaches that can actually teach our way of working to others within the company. So in that way, really creating sustainable innovation. The reason why we focus on results is because we believe in learn by doing. So we want people to get results in a project, in a real project, not a separate workshop. We want to take them by the hand and lead them the way. And if the team gets results fast, they're like this winning team. And everybody wants to be part of a winning team. So that's how the hype within the organization starts rolling, like, maybe we should try this methodology with a new product we want to develop, or this new business area we want to investigate. And moreover, we want to inspire people to look beyond, or to empower them to look beyond bureaucracy and hierarchy. We want employees to cut off endless discussions and say, let's just ask the customer. We want people not to just bluntly do what their manager says. We want them to make data-driven decisions. And most of all, we want them to keep it simple and test before you invest. So I would say, tell us, to close it off with 3 concrete guidelines the next time you'll develop a new product or service. First of all, always start with why. Why do you want to make that new application? Why do you want to promote that new product? What problem does it solve? Make sure you really understand the customer behavior. 2, build, measure, learn. Find ways, both online and offline, to build experiments as if your product already exists. This morning, Robin Schuil from Vendora gave some very clear examples on what those experiments look like. They're similar to what we do, but you have to be creative there. But it helps you to learn really fast what your customer wants and what they don't want. 3rd, last but not least, fail fast and cheap. Don't fail big, like Segway. So don't invest heavily first. Keep your experiments very lean. Think of how you can go to the market tomorrow for €1. And really try to find out as fast as you can what your customer does not want.
Kayla, what are the issues usually with this kind of product? The issues that you face with your customers? Okay.
With the customers?
You go to a customer and say, okay, let's do that. Or a customer comes to you and say, let's try that. Usually, what are the issues inside the company that you have to overcome, the obstacles?
The issues inside the company?
Yeah.
Well, what I've learned from, especially here in Greece, what is different, I think the endless discussions is one, and the
Endless
fact that
discussion between, yeah?
they're swapping opinions for facts, and that is wasting a lot of time and energy in meetings. A second one is, well, one of the first Greek words I learned was toxero. Toxero, because I was hearing it all around
Everybody knows everything, yeah,
yes,
that's true.
and I think this is a crucial part of blocking innovation, because saying I know versus I'm curious is a bottleneck for innovation. And I think third, and most important maybe, is a blaming culture. If there's a culture where there's no room for trial and error, innovation is almost impossible.
You have to fail, that's what you...
You have to have some room to try, yeah.
You're here in Greece for what, 2 years, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
So, since the first project, have you seen that inside perhaps the same customer, the culture has changed a little bit?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
That was because they tried and failed, and then they saw that they tried and succeeded, or because you seen that there is a cultural change? What's your opinion?
I think it's both. It's partly for individuals, because you gain more confidence if you see it gets you results, so then you are more eager to do it again or to try it again. So you become more confident in the innovation methodology. But also in the culture, if the company is more open to making data-driven decisions, this is crucial.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are finished or not?
Yeah, I am, actually. I had just one last sentence to say. Well, it might sound scary if you try this for the first time, but it's also very rewarding, both in terms of revenue as in the meaning it gives to your job when you're making things that customers actually want and need. And if you need any help along the way, you can always ask the boosters. So, thank you. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Ευχαριστούμε.